been a while since I've been in here. We were obviously here when I expected the Z06 out for you guys a couple days back here or so, but before that, it's probably been like 6 months since I filmed in this room. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Go down below. If that subscribe button is red, go ahead and click it and make it gray and make it say subscribed. While you're there, hit the notification bell before we get started into the video. I've driven a couple cars recently. I drove a 2014 GT500 first time in an older generation GT500 like that. That's one of the harder cars, harder clutch pedals and gearboxes that I've driven so far. Another car I drove was obviously a Z01, which basically put me down this kind of craze of getting a Z01 1LE in the near future here. It's a car I need to get because I drove it and it's basically ruined my experience with every other car. Those aren't the cars we're here to talk about though. We're here to talk about a car that definitely played a part in making the YouTube channel what it is right now, what it is currently. Of course, in the video of the Supra, I was roasting it. We were talking about the fake vents in the car, but it was a video that was very viewed, very viewed. It was my second most viewed video ever on my channel. It is the second most viewed on my channel, and currently sits. Let's take a look. So YouTube, I think, has just changed their thing, and I kind of enjoy this, where the top videos no longer show up as the shorts, which I enjoy, which was one of the reasons I kind of stopped posting them. Might post some more, might not. I'll address why I stopped posting shorts and all of that on my other channel at some point. But the video has over 14 million views right now. And I never drove the car. I never really got any experience except kind of just getting to look at the interior, exterior, and getting to like look at the car. Never got the opportunity to drive one and be in it, or even back then, it was never a consideration for a car that I could even buy. And then a couple months later, about 6-7 months maybe even, I bought my Mustang, which was kind of more in the budget I was in. The Supra was never a consideration, especially because of the price. It was so new, it wasn't really available at that time. But about a couple months back, earlier this year, my Mustang's transmission blew up, which led me to a very long battle of having the car for warranty claim, gone for a month, gone for 2 months, gone for 3 months, and basically the whole summer I haven't really had the car. But the car's back now and it's fixed. But there was a time when I was considering, what if I sell it and upgrade into something newer? We didn't end up doing that, but because I was considering it, I ended up driving a Supra, and oh my god, it was incredible. The car looks phenomenal, obviously. Even though it has the fake vents, the car still looks really good in my opinion. It's a BMW platform, so it drove like a BMW, and that's a very big compliment because I don't think Toyota could have made a car that good. The engine was awesome. The way it sounds, the pops, the crackles, the shifts. I have a video, a really quick video of me just like first impressions of just me in the car. Alright, so we're test driving a Supra right now. They rate it 380 horsepower from factory. That's understated 100%. And I'm like, okay, so maybe like 420, 30 horsepower. But holy, wow, this thing is fast. I expected it to be comparable to the Mustang, those pops, but like, this thing rips. Like, this is a fast car. Like, no exaggeration. I am thoroughly impressed with this car. Maybe even more than the Z01. Like, damn. This thing is fast. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this test drive and kind of get a feel for the car. Let me know what you guys think about this car in the comment section. I just didn't have any words. I didn't expect the car to, 1, be that fast. Number 2, just be that good. The Supra is that good. And I know a lot of people probably think I don't like the car, but honestly, I've always liked the Supra. I drove a 3.0 in my viral video. I showed a 2.0, which is a 4-cylinder. I drove the 3.0 Premium. The pedals are responsive, the motor's fast, it's fun, it's small, and it makes amazing noises. It's one of the best sports cars I think that one could buy. And after driving the Supra, I'd love to drive the new Z, but I know the Z is most likely not going to hold a candle to the Supra. Originally, I had thought I was going to buy the Z because it was going to be the hottest, newest, best thing on the market, but I think with the Supra becoming manual, the Supra is just better than the Z. We've seen reviews, drag races against the Supra and the Z. The Supra always wins. I thought the Supra would be comparable to the Mustang in terms of speed, but just off of the feeling the car gives, it's much, much faster than my Mustang is. And I looked up numbers, horsepower numbers, and it's like the car makes about 300 horsepower. But as you can see in the video, I was just surprised at how much faster it was than the Mustang, how much faster it felt than the Mustang. Of course, that has to do with just, you know, the turbo and the car just picking up and just it being automatic, just shifting. The shifts were so crisp and the pops. I don't know how it's legal. I don't know how the pops and bangs are legal because you downshift that thing and it snaps. Like, it doesn't make the DCT fart when you, with the Audis, they make that little weird noise on upshift. This thing snaps. And it sounds really good, but it's really loud. I don't know how it's legal. And you know, I just needed to make a video on this. And from the videos I was seeing, it makes more horsepower. It makes almost the 380-ish to the wheels, which they said it made to the crank. It's a little closer to that, so it's probably a little closer to 420, 430 horsepower for some cars, but it's definitely over 400 horsepower because it doesn't make sense that it's that fast without making over the 400 horsepower mark. Of course, it's lighter than my heavy Mustang boat, and it's not a manual, so it's shifting itself, which plays into a big part of why it felt so much faster, but it had to have over 400 horsepower. Because I refuse to believe that the car I drove wasn't making over 400 to the crank, over 420 to the crank, because it just impressed me. And when I drove it, I said I was more impressed than it by the Z01. I already knew the Z01 was going to be extremely fast, loud, it's going to whine like crazy. I didn't say it was better than the Z01, I said it impressed me more because coming into it, I thought the Supra was just going to be kind of like my Mustang, and then it just surprised me. Maybe after I take delivery of the Corvette, after I take delivery of the Bronco, after I buy a ZLE, Z011LE, after I get like an R8, and then maybe even a BMW M3 somewhere in there, after I get those cars, I think a Supra might be the next big purchase. Definitely in the next 3 to 4 years, I want a Mark V because it's an amazing car. I think the plan is going to be when the Mark V comes with the manual is easily available in about 1.5 to 2 years, and the automatic market falls with the 23s, and then they have manuals as well, and then in 24 the manuals become easily and readily available, and people aren't paying 15 to 10 over for cars. I might be able to pick up a used 23, 22 Supra for a really good deal. Like, I can snag one up in about 2 years, and I think that's the plan. And at one point, I had found a Supra at MSRP, brand new. It was the Renaissance Red. It was a premium, and I was supposed to sell my Mustang and then go pick up the Supra. But I just couldn't sell the Mustang, and that's a story that you guys already know. But for the people who don't know, I just couldn't sell my Mustang. I love it too much, and I think I'm going to keep the car for as long as I possibly can and just add more cars to my collection because why not? I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully there's an update on my car. I'm planning to upload every day now just because, you know, YouTube views are already in the hole. And the reason I wasn't uploading like all the time was because YouTube views wouldn't do good if I uploaded every day. My videos would only get like 200 views, 200, and then if I'd upload every other day, they get like 700 to 1,000, 700 to 1,000, but now they're just getting under 200 views anyway, so we're just gonna upload every day. Also, if you want to share this with your friends, please do, because we are going to be the greatest automotive YouTube channel, and I think I'm just gonna start saying that in all my videos, because if I say it, it'll come true eventually. So thank you for watching the Greatest Automotive YouTube channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.